Hello. It already says I have poor connection. I hope this works. Let's switch this around. Okay. I'm gonna wait a minute. Hopefully get some people live. So if you watch the replay, skip ahead. If you get on, say hi. I hope everyone had a good Sunday. Hey! Mine was busy, spent doing laundry. We had a pajama day and packing for the cruise. I feel like I have not accomplished anything yet though. I'll be running around like a chicken with my head cut off for the next 2 days, 110%. I'm excited to show you guys how I do my brows. No, these are not real lashes. These are glue-on lash bands. They are Ardell 204s. They're a double-up band. So there's actually 2 lashes on one. So I put those on my bare lash, and then I apply 2 coats of 3D mascara over top. And I get this. It's wonderful. Yay! Hi, Lindsay. No, Ashley. I just don't have time to get falsies, so this is what I do. And they cost me $4, and I can reuse them like 5 to 10 times. Surely you were doing laundry too. Fun Sunday, hey? Sweet, we have quite a few of you on. Everyone wants to see the brows. Oh my goodness. I'm missing an earring. Look at my little anchor. Just look at that one though. I don't know where my other one went. I just put them in. That's too funny. I get my lashes at my local beauty supply store. It's called Cosmoprof, but I've seen them at Walmart and I've seen them actually at my grocery store. You haven't packed a thing for the cruise. Well, I only have like my mask for the, look at it. I have my mask for the gold and purple party, so I have this pack, and I have my gold sparkly heels. I can't wait to meet you either. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna turn my music down. Okay, so, for anyone watching, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brady Evans, and I'm a Green Elite Status presenter with Younique. Younique is a beauty cosmetics line. We have wonderful products, and that is what I'm going to share with you tonight. On my sad brow, happy, sad. So I was blessed with pretty nice brows, but I find the older I get, I'm not that old, I know, but the sparser they get. Okay, before I get started, I'm just gonna scroll through and do creep control. Make sure I have no creeps on. Make sure I don't have to block anyone. Man, I think we're doing okay. Okay, we're good. I'm like a dog, so when like someone comments, I'm like squirrel, and I get really off track, so I'm not gonna focus too much on the comments so that I don't lose my track of pace and we're not here for half an hour just showing a brow tutorial. So if you were commenting and I missed your comment, I will come back and reply to you. What color of eyeshadow am I wearing? This is Empowered, and it is a loose pigment. My son picked out the color of eyeshadow he wanted me to wear today. So this is Empowered, and on my bottom lash line, I'm actually wearing Extravagant Cream Shadow that comes in our Presenters Kit with Dignified Mineral Pigment over top. So I do have those 2 shades on the bottom. They kind of just blended really nice together, and then it looks nice with my green eyes. Rosie, you better not be. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. So for this video, for this tutorial, I will be using Younique's palette number 1. Now this is our neutral brown palette. This is my absolute like go-to palette for everything. Anytime I do my eyeshadow with palette number 1 is when I get the most compliments on my eyeshadow. Neutral browns are the bomb.com. Okay, so I'm going to show you this neutral. Okay, so don't judge how messy my palette is because, like, I'm not even joking you. This is the palette I use all the time. This is the palette I always use for my professional applications because I find neutral browns look really good on almost every skin tone. So that is our neutral brown palette. Now today for my brows, I'm going to be using this shade Forthright. Now this one is so messy here because I always apply it wet. Any shimmery pigment, if you apply it wet, it's going to be so metallic-y, like so bright and like eye-catchy and translucent or like super sparkly. Okay, so this is palette number 1 and all I'm using is the shade Forthright, okay? Now, the brush I use to apply this is like a must-have brush in your makeup drawer. It is the liner shader brush, one end shader. So this side of the brush is actually what I use for my lids today. And then on the other end is our liner side, okay? So I use this liner side for the bottom of my lashes today, and now I'm going to use it for my eyebrows. Let me take a drink. I'm talking too much. Okay, so I'm taking that shade Forthright, which is a dark chocolate brown. It's gonna depend what shade you use on your brows because we all have different preferences and we all have different colors of brows and colors of hair. But if you are needing a brown, it's in this palette 1. We have a light one and a dark one. Okay, so I really get the product on the brush because I like my brows dark and they're really sparse, like up here. So I like to get a lot of product on. I'm going to show you. So I'm literally like do. And this is very pigmented. I've had this palette, this same palette, since last September. And that's like it doesn't even look like I've hardly used any. So I'm gonna take like a clean, it's like a clean mascara wand. And I'm just gonna comb out my eyebrows. Now, when it comes to your brows with any product, even if you're doing a pencil or a gel, start at the middle of your brow, okay? You want the middle and end of your brow to be the darkest because you want the start of your brow to be a lot sparser so that it blends. It's almost like an ombre, like from light to dark, because then it kind of looks natural and your brows are looking fleeky, and that's what's the trend right now, from the light to dark, okay? So I have quite a bit of product on this brush. Now I'm going to start at the middle of my brow, and I'm just going to start wiping in that product in light feather-like stroke motions. So you'll be able to see as I put that brush through my brow hair how much it's already darkening it up. Yes, brows. Okay. Just, again, I'm putting lots of product on and then I'm tapping it off so I don't have fallout. Now, when it comes to your brows, I have started doing my brows first. And as we get further into this tutorial, I'll explain to you why I do my brows first, and then I think it'll all make sense to you. So I'm just gonna go in again. Again, I'm going back to the middle, and then we're gonna start going down the end of my brow. We save the front of our brow for the very end. And eyeshadow is very forgiving, so if you go out of the line or if you make a mess, it's nice because you can just wipe it up quickly with your finger, with a Q-tip, or even with that like blank mascara wand brush that I showed you. I used to use Chipper Chandra when I was blonde, but now with my hair so dark, I like my brows dark. Not black, just dark brown. Okay, so you can see how nice it's filling it in. My brows are not sparse anymore. If you need to literally draw on the shape of your brows, like for me, I'm pretty lucky because I have a decent shape. This is a long work in progress. If you need to shape your brows, what I would suggest first is using our brow pencil, drawing the shape of your brows, and then filling in with this eyeshadow because I just love the way that it looks. So because I haven't added any extra product onto this brush, I'm gonna start coming down to the inward of my brow, and we're gonna start working a little bit of product in there. Again, we don't wanna be too hard or too harsh because we want that like ombre effect from light to dark, okay? So again, light feather-like stroke motions. Now when I get down here, I like to do like an actual little line. So you can see I have very minimal product on there, but see how it's lining my brow so nicely? And I'm gonna do the same on the top. Just very lightly, you guys. And I haven't added any extra product since the second time I've dipped that brush into my palette. Okay, and now coming in upwards strokes, we're gonna start working on the inner area of our brow and make this look easy because it is easy. This is the easiest way to do your brows. Easy, 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 okay? So we're gonna do the upward strokes. Now, as you can see, I have like hair all the way out to here, and that's just by preference because I like my brows longer. When you hold a brush up to your brows should start from the end of your nostril going straight up, and then you want to do an angle out and then an angle to the out of your eye. So see how my brows perfectly match my eye shape? Brows are what shape our face, and brows are what show our age. Girls, you have to do your brows, okay? Like, we can't be doing our face without our brows because then it's just not finished. So I'm gonna do the upward strokes. Now I'm just adding a little bit of product in there. Again, I don't want to be too harsh because I really want that ombre effect, that it's nice and more subtle. I see I went down a little bit further than my other one, but I'm going to show you how to clean that all up. That's the funnest part. That's what really pulls the whole brow look together, is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm liking the color. All that sparseness, is that a word? Sparseness? One second. It's filled in now with shadow, and shadow doesn't fall off your face. Even I've gone swimming and my brows don't wash off or anything like that if you're concerned about that. So if you have your palette one at home, you need to try this. So I just go like back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of like eyeshadow. Opening your eye, closing your eye, opening your eye, closing your eye. Now, because I'm liking the shade that's in here, comes the next really, really, really fun part. The next product I use is Younique's Skin Perfecting Concealer. This is what I use our liquid concealer for, because y'all know that I use our powder concealer for Brady's BB Brew, the foundation that I'm wearing right now. So I use this concealer. Now this is about 2 shades darker than my regular foundation would be. This is Scarlet. So I recommend doing 1 to 2 shades lighter in a concealer for what you're going to use this for. And I'm going to take this brush. It kind of looks like a little paintbrush. I don't even, I got this at my makeup course in Calgary. It came in my like makeup kit. But I'm pretty sure you could get this at like Shoppers Drug Mart or go to a dollar store because it doesn't need to be anything fancy. So I have a little bit of concealer. Now I did enough for what I would use for both brows. I'm not going to need that much because this concealer goes a really long way. But what you're gonna do is you're just gonna tap your brush in that concealer, and we're literally gonna paint a top and bottom line over top of that brow, and that's what's gonna give it this precise shape, looking fleeky, looking flawless, okay? I get so many compliments on my brows, and like I like this, but this with a concealer makes the world of a difference. So I'm literally going to do a line right on the top of my hairline and a line right on the bottom, and then we're gonna blend it out smoothly so that you have that sharp line using a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your regular foundation up on that brow bone. it's gonna give you a highlight, okay? So again, this is why I do my brows first, because I do my brows and then I have that concealer as a highlight on the top of my lid, and then I can add the eyeshadow on after over top and blend up to where I need to and not interfere with this concealer, okay? So I'll get onto it. I have to look in the mirror. I'm sorry, I hope you guys can still see me. So I break out a lot around my eyebrows, so I especially love this trick because this concealer hides it really well without getting like my foundation in my eyebrows. So I'm literally drawing on a line with this liquid concealer, the top hairline, right along that hairline. Now, if you go on your brow, whatevs, we'll go back with the eyeshadow brush, okay? Can you still see me? I hope you can. I'm so sorry if you can't. But this like makes the world of a difference. And again, a little bit of just a little bit of a product, and then I just like blend it out with that brush. Usually I would do my foundation after this, so then taking your foundation sponge or your brush, you would just make sure that's blended really, really nicely. But if you're the lightest shade already, then I would just go with the lightest concealer and then do like a shimmery white, very subtle on the top of your brow bone, so you still have a brow highlight. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit more product onto my brush, and I'm going to do the bottom hairline of my brow. I'm missing so many comments, I'm so sorry. So see how I'm drawing like that precise line? And then I'm going up here, and getting the product up here is key, ladies, because we want that highlight. And then I'm just bringing that line down. So I'm literally, it's just like more painting, like when I use my liquid foundation or my foundation brush to paint on my foundation, okay? So then with this brush, I just blend that out in light strokes. Now I normally wouldn't have my foundation done, so I could really bring it down as far as I wanted it to, but I'm not gonna try and, I don't wanna interfere with my green eyeshadow that Nikolai picked out for me, so I'm just going to blend it. But you can see like just how easy that is and how flawless it looks, and my brows are on fleek. Brows are the bomb. Brady loves brows almost as much as she loves Brady's BB Brew, but not as much as Brady's BB Brew, because I really love my foundation. Oh, I think my phone died, so I have no music. Okay, are you guys seeing it? See how like sharp that line is? I love it. Now see, I feel like I have a little bit of sparseness right there in that those hairs there. So what I do is I'm just gonna take this brush again. I'm not going to add any product, just to see if I can kind of fill that in a bit. So it's kind of like a going back and forth, but the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it, and the easier it's going to be, and you're going to love your brows. I love them. Chelsea, I love brows too. You're welcome for the help. Chandra, do you like the BB Brew? Okay. So I'm just finishing blending out this concealer. You can even like take your finger, but like look how much concealer I have left. Like I hardly used any. So if you have that concealer, try that just for the sake of like your brows. And again, that's why I've started doing my brows first now, because then I can bring that concealer down a bit. It almost works as even like an eye primer. If you don't have eye primer, do that. I'm just gonna go up again. So again, it's just using the liner brush, light feather strokes, upwards, downwards, okay? So I hope that was easy. I hope you ladies like this. This is how Brady does her brows, okay? Brows are essential. I can't say it enough. I love brows. Thank you, Chelsea. Now you get to go and try this. I know you will. And I actually have my foundation sponge right here. So you probably can't see it, but like I can see that I just need to blend that concealer into my foundation. So again, this is just brown eyeshadow that I used from Younique's palette number 1. It's the shade Forthright, so that's this one. It doesn't have any sparkles or anything in it. And then I'm using Younique's liner and shader brush, Younique's Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Scarlet. You want to use 1 to 2 shades lighter than your regular foundation. And like a little paintbrush. You could probably even do the concealer with the liner brush, but I don't have my second one with me, so I don't want to dirty this if I have to go back with my eyeshadow, because again, it's like a lot of just like going back and forth. It takes time. It's like blending. When in doubt, blend it out. Okay, I'm just going to quickly scroll up and see if I need to answer any quick questions, but I will be posting the replay of this so people can go back and look. If you have any questions right now, ask me and I'll answer for you. Thank you so much, ladies who have joined me. I'm going to try and do a live every night until we leave. So we leave super early Wednesday morning. So I'm going to try and do a live for you Monday night and Tuesday sometime before we go, just to kind of get all my lives out, because I don't know what my service is going to be like when we're gone. So that is how you can get flawless brows very easily. I love them. I love them, love them, love them. I have Brady's BB Brew on the face. See that natural highlight? I'm wearing Sunset Bronzer for my contour. And I have, what shade was I wearing for, I saw someone comment on my lips. Prudent Lip Liner with that matte Splurge Cream Shadow. It's totally my no-go-to, with clear gloss over top, okay? So that is my makeup look for today. I hope you ladies enjoyed this. If you love it, feel free to share it so your friends can have rockin' brows too. Bye.